関係が変わったみたいだ。関係が変わったみたいだ。関係が変わったみたいだ。
Emma really loved to keep things tidy. She always told us off if we left out used equipment and stuff. So when I saw how tidy her secret hideout was, all I could think about was how much it reminded me of her. Well done, everyone. Is something wrong? Sorry, we were just worried about you, but actually you seem pretty fine. Oh, nothing to apologize for. It's Nico you should be worried about. I spied her crying a lot earlier. Everyone seemed to be in shock. I wanted to show up for them, let them know that I'm by their side. I want to show how grateful I am to everyone for still being here with me. What happened with Irma came as a shock, but this ain't no time to be down in the dumps. I'm sick of not being able to help Fiona. She's the one going through the worst of it after all. Too true, it's our turn to be strong and dependable now. They're all really cute because they all really love each other and want to help each other and stuff. Hi Nico. Army, that mother, how could she? She went to all that trouble to leave us the key to her hideout, like she meant for us to find it. It's like she wanted us to understand, like she wanted us to forgive her maybe. Use a bad taste in Nico's mouth. It's not hard to imagine that she might have been trying to atone by passing her Mobius records on to you. You're a kind soul, Tyon. Nico's sorry and I'm just talking about myself here, but I just can't see it that way. Fair enough. In this case, you do you. If you don't feel comfortable with it, you're definitely entitled to feel that way. So Fiona wants to start over from scratch, huh? She's so strong. You okay, mate? I know you've had it pretty rough too, looking after her. I know, but still, I can't help thinking it could have gone better. It kind of feels like I was trying to pass the blame off to someone else. But I'm also partly responsible, so I'm gonna do my best and help build our way up from scratch too.
Yup.
Wait. Here at the colony, we always try to say what's on our mind and hold nothing back. Irma, though, she would always try to change the subject, never really telling us what she really thought. She did seem to have some deep conversations with Goose sometimes, perhaps because Goose so forgetful. Maybe if we'd just spoken a bit more, this all could have been avoided. But then again, maybe not. Now I want to just grab Goo and hug her so bad. I bet I'd feel so much better if I could give her a big squeeze. You all knew about Irma, didn't you? Yeah, sorry we didn't tell you. No, it's okay. Thanks for not leaving Fifi to deal with us on her own. I'm sorry for being so clueless. Irma, why would you do this? That's what I want to know too. That's why I decided to travel with our new Ouroboros friends. Irma was never the type to delight in others' suffering. I'm sure Mobius has some answers for us. Kanata said the same thing. I don't think I've processed my feelings yet. I'm going to check out the hideout a little more on my own. There's no way I can just ignore this and move on. Human faces all look the same to Google, so can tell difference between each by smell. Funny thing though, Irma always smell of nothing. Friends never notice? Well, identifying people by smell isn't exactly our specialty. Anyway, why didn't you tell us that sooner, you little muppet? Me. No strong scent of loneliness in air recently, so whole thing slipped mind of Google. Sorries. This is sad. Nico and the others have been looking busy, haven't they? There's been a real get-up-and-go attitude in the maintenance crew. Guess they must want to feel useful to the colony. That's so? Then why don't we lend them a helping hand? Yeah.
何かお腹に入れておこう。相談があるんだけど。
I was worried for a minute there, but it seemed like the mood in Colony Moo has really changed, don't you think so? For sure, it feels like everyone decided to take on some degree of responsibility. I'm so glad it all worked out. Hold on, I'm getting a message. It's from Colony Moo. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. Where are you right now? Ah, wait, don't go. Stop it. Someone help. What's going on? Hey, Sparkit, I lost them. What was that all about? That was Tussie's voice. It sounds like something's wrong. Let's go and check it out. Okay. That it's something to do with the arms? How far is it? Oh, it's real close. I can still get closer. She's the girl with the arms, if I'm not mistaken. She's probably trying to shear them. That's probably what we heard. I don't know. I'm making shit up. Oh, hello. What's going on, everyone? That's what we wanted to ask you. By the sound of that message you sent, we thought you might need urgent assistance or something. Oh, that. Well, we do need help, but I feel like, but I feel you might have misunderstood. Actually, we. What the? Where did this fella come from? I'm sorry. This chunker is quite the rascal. Though I think it's just trying to be playful. Ah, you found it. What a relief. Is anyone going to clue us in? So the truth is, we were talking about trying to raise Armus. Armu milk is so tasty, and there's so many of them roaming around here anyway. Well, that was our reasoning, but they're actually quite a handful. They keep trying to run away. This one went missing a short while ago, which is why I called you in a panic. Right. So sorry to alarm you. Whew, I'm so glad it wasn't serious. This is the last one. This is the last one. Thank you, Goo. You're a lifesaver. Even Goo Goo is helping you? It come wandering in flower patch. They're big trouble if it eat flowers Goo Goo painstakingly grow. You have to come up with something so we don't have to chase them every day. Why not use fences to build pen? Then maybe feel more calm if feel safe, or so Goo Goo heard. Ah, of course, a pen. You think Nico will give us materials? I think so. Let's ask Tallow and the rest to help too. I won't be able to carry it all on my own. So sorry, can you take care of the Armus? You sound like you know what you're talking about. Where did you learn about Armus? Google think just read in books somewhere, though not sure of any more details than that. Is there a textbook or something about them? If it doesn't ring a bell with you, Uni, then it probably isn't in any Kavesi text. Then I guess it's not in any Agnian manuals either? At least not as far as I know. This is the first I've heard of purposefully keeping Armus on colony grounds. If neither of you know anything, then maybe the city might have the information we need. Let's go and look into it. I guess we're going to the city. Alright, well, right. Well, offer welcome. Please to make selves at home in shop of Well. I knew that this place sold books, but this is... There is thing friends want to know? Well love seeing curiosity in customers. But sea of knowledge is deep and vast. Friends need help of Well to find? If you could, that would be great. We're looking for books about raising armus. Oh, well, we'll have perfect intro textbook for that. It have 2 volumes full of infos. Oh my wings. You actually have something? Shop of Well full of treasures from all places and all times. Of course Well have something. Maybe some things, in fact.
何を買おう
Armu and art and psychology, okay. Please come shop with Well again. Okay, back to Tsusori. Hey buddies. Did you find something?
渡すものは確か
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe you actually found a book on armus. I think it might be a bit difficult to follow though. Let's take a look. Oh, there's a lot of pictures in here. Oh, my socks and sparks, I love it. They're so pretty and cute. This bit says something about adults and also children? What does that mean? Oh boy. Adults and children are... how should I explain this? I think big ones are adults and small ones are children, Lotus. Oh, you're right. There's labels on the pictures. Guess you won't need to explain after all. Oh look, it talks about making a pen too. Seems like Goo was right. Oh, and here's a part about feeding. It says it's important what and how much they eat. It's meant to affect the milk's taste too. Sparks, I forgot to get the armu fodder. I need to ask Nico for some pronto. How much do you need? Even with all that Nico can spare, we only have about half of what the book recommends. Well then, how about I gather the rest? Or you could just feed them a little less. Ow! This one really has it out for me. Alright, come off it. If we help, will you leave me alone? Would you really? Thanks so much. Should we give any food we find to you then, Tsusori? Yes, please. Thank you ever so much. Heh, aren't they kind, little buddy?
関係が変わったみたいだ
What good little dudes. Looks like they've been waiting ages for some
渡す
food.
ものは確か
Oh, I have really good shit then. Yeah, give them barley. Fuck it. Thank you so much. This is gonna fill all their bellies right up. Now there's just one challenge for us. One last challenge? We have to pick a big Armu and a big Ardent to put them together. Apparently, the day after it rains, a new little one will be born. It's really important that they're compatible, it says, so I'm trying hard to work out which ones to go with. Compatible, you say? Just like how 2 people can be compatible? Maybe you should pick based on personality then. Personality, huh? I don't know. Yeah. How about putting the easygoing Arden with the shy Armu? I think the carefree nature of that Arden is less likely to scare the Armu. Yes, it's important they both feel calm. In that case, I guess we'll go with the pairing you suggested. Yeah. Fuck it. Thank you so much. Then I think we found our pairing. Now we just have to wait for rain, right? Come to think of it, I think Goo mentioned something once that could help. Apparently there's a powerful Nopon. Fuck! Gotta talk to that guy again. Maybe we can turn to that Nopon if we really need to then. Let's circle back when it's rained. Okay, we'll be waiting. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to make it rain. What is this? What is this? What the hell is this? Could he? Don't tell me he went there. What's the name? Oh, the names are all always appropriate, but I can't really remember them. It's sort of a, you hear it and you go, oh yeah, that makes sense, but you can't really splish splash. Yeah, it's got to be splish splash or something. It's got to be dumb like that. I hope I only have to do this once, because it was easy when I was doing it for Colony 9. Peter Pata, okay, different guy. Oh rain, Peter Peter again. Oh, what song this? What song this, friends ask? It's rain calling song of Peter Peter. Peter Peter love rain. Love rain so much, Peter Peter and rain clowns are best friends. You want rain to make a visit? Okay, but Peter Peter need money to do best work. Okay, thinking friends. Let Peter Peter get in zone, then Peter Peter call clouds over. Rain, oh rain, Peter Peter, again. It worked. Rain make visit soon. Behold power of friendship. No sparking away, there's more of them. Yep, 4 more to be exact. Looks like even more of them made little ones than just the pair we chose. We were just trying to think of what names to give them. Nico, and again that's me, was against. I don't think we should give them names. It'll be harder to say goodbye if we do. That's exactly why we should name them. They're all living things just like us. I want to thank them for coming into this world and call them by their own names. Right, they're all living things just like us. You're right, we have to face the facts. You could be Dropwort and Droppydun. As for you, Hickory and Hikidun. And you little ones can be, just relax, Tussie, you don't have to name all of them in one go. Yeah, exactly. We'll all give it a think too. Hold on a sec, I have an idea on the tip of my tongue. Living things just like us, huh? She's got a point. There's no such thing as a life that just passes by without leaving a single mark. Hey, have you ever tasted freshly squeezed milk before? It's so amazingly delicious. I would have to guess that I most probably have not. No. Did you say squeezed? What's different about it? Hehe, I'm excited for you to try it out and see. Hold on, let me get you some. Nico will help too. As in me, Nico, I mean. You don't have to go to all that trouble for us. I think it would be wise to just accept their offer or risk showing bad manners. Anyway, if there's anything else you need help with, we're here for you. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us. It would be amazing if you could keep helping out on our new ranch. Armas and Ardens are being reared on this ranch. Speak to Tesori to help out. Give enough food to them for them to grow up, pair up an Arma and Arden, and wait for the rain for baby time. Keep helping and eventually you might see some rare beasts. Take a load off and get ranching. What the fuck are you talking about? Is this another minigame? It is another minigame. This is insane. It says beware, Armas are known as escape artists. I can't believe that there's another minigame. Lodi is so enthusiastic. She's definitely the most chipper of the group. Maybe it's because we've been blessed with these new lives, so now she feels like she has to give it everything she's got. Though it's kind of strange if you ask Nico, and you're talking to her, so you know, one assumes. We've always been faced with life and death, but it feels far more important this time. I just love fresh milk. It makes you cry tears of happiness. It's that tasty. But no, it's not. Doesn't it just? Puts a real spring in your step, it does. We've got to keep working hard on our farming so that everyone in the colony can be just as cheerful as us. That's weird. It's milk. It's just milk. Come on. Where are the other people I can talk to? Colony feel more livelier with many animals around. But sometimes Google gets sense that they're trying to eat flowers. Do not worry, flowers, you are under protection of Google. How do I keep finding more stuff to do? Who wants to have a conversation in front of me so that I can get a new quest? That would be very nice. Yes. The squad captains aren't bickering with each other anymore. Thank goodness for that. Everyone in Colony Mio can now work together as one. Cool. I'm good if that's just a conversation and not an actual quest. Hey, you know when you set out to cheer someone else up and then end up feeling better yourself? You know what I'm talking about? Actually, no, I don't. Oh, me, I got it. Colony Mew, right? Exactly. You guess just from that? Hey, it's just because I was thinking the same thing. It sounds like the ranch is going gangbusters and the colony's got some of its old mojo back. Mojo. They're taking life one day at a time. They're full of vitality radiant. I think everyone's eager to rise above our old limitations. They recognize it in each other. They remember the times they cried together, all the pain and the hard work. Everyone does their best to show the others that they're not giving up and support one another that way. You've gotten a bit more cheerful too, Fiona. You've noticed, right? Heh, sure, maybe a little. I don't want to hide anymore. Not from myself and not from the world. I want to face the future with a smile. Shoulder to shoulder with my friends. Now I understand. Your pure resolve shines like a beacon, illuminating all those around you. It does? Oh, wait, I just remembered. Aya's asked me to pass you a message. A message for us? Sounded like she had a request of some sort. Man, I can't believe I almost forgot. Well, it has been a busy time. Oh, no worries. You remembered in time, and that's all that matters. Worst case, we'll apologize together. Aw, Senny. To try and ensure that it doesn't come to that, perhaps we should act swiftly? That sounds fair enough. Let's go see what Ayase needs. Dude. Okay. I always thought that Irma and I were alike in some ways. We both thought that less is more and kept our distance from others. Even knowing the truth now, I don't think everything about her was a lie. No one's that slick. I think that's why she set this all up. To reveal her true colors to us in the end. Probably. Fiona, you're late. I'm so sorry. It just totally slipped my mind. I'm only teasing. It's all good, really. I'm actually a bit relieved to know you've got your own turken-brained moments. Oh, relieved already? You were nearly shaking just a minute ago. Are you mad at me? Of course we're not mad at you. But I've a lot of stuff on your. But I've put a lot of stuff on your shoulders and caused you lots of pain. Really, if anything, I'm mad at myself. But hang on, we're not here to talk about me. We figured out some points to think on, and we know who real enemy is, then we were like, what do we do now? And then we had an idea, and we were wondering if you wouldn't be willing to maybe give us a hand with it. If it's, let me make a long story short. We want you to capture Colony Mu, and obviously we mean for real. Capture? Have you gone a bit funny? What's wrong with you? Well, just think about it. Those Mobius people have a huge amount of power, yes? So we figured we'd need some really special training to prepare for their attack. Simulated defensive maneuvers against hypothetical Mobius aggression. I guess this Ouroboros would make for a pretty accurate mock enemy force, huh? Right, I see. Alright then, I guess I guess this time we'll be on opposite sides. Nope, you're on the attack, Fiona. What? We can't rely on you for everything, can we? That way we'd never grow. Yeah, we want to change too. I've had about enough of sad goodbyes. And I promised Summer she could leave the colony in our hands. Alright then, if that's how you want it, then I won't hold back. What are the rules of engagement for the exercise? No oddball tactics on either side, and well, I guess that's about everything. A lot of us are kinda experienced, so we want to have a straightforward contest to start with. Understood. Sounds good. In that case, we'll attack from the Migros Rosary side. Nice. I'll send Nico to wait there, so let her know when you're ready to begin. Looking forward to it, Ouroboros buds. Buds. We're buds.
関係が変わったみたいだ。
Oh, I can actually... Fuck! Just saving seconds. Hello, welcome and thank you. Now if you'd be so kind and head through Colony Mu's main gate to begin your attack, please and thank you. When you defeat all the soldiers, the exercise will be over. Are you ready now? Sure. Got it. Well then, best of luck and have fun. Colony Mu is now in a training exercise. Talk to Nico if you want them to take a break. Nah, I'm gonna destroy them. Yeah. 24. Jesus. They're not kidding around. Yep, that's one. Okay, did that work? Maybe. Okay. That's 3 out of 24, so we just have to do this 8 more times? No, 7 more times, right. Makes sense. Yeah, that's Talo, isn't it? It is. Man, you're fighting everyone. It's really intense. They're pretty strong too. Okay. Yeah. What? Okay, no, that's fine. Oh, are there people at the flower field? Oh no, okay, they're here. Okay, so that would be too far. Oh, you're nameless. That's fine. Nice. They're all blasters. Okay. Team Shu. So this is Shu. Nice. Nice, that's true. Nope. I'm actually doing this right. Ooh, ISA. ISA seems like possibly the strongest one. Team Hildegard. That's Hildegard. Maximum effort. Yeah, dude. Destroy. Yep. Yeah, might as well. I do so well in my first attack and then not so well. No, I'm doing well. I think the directional attacks are really good, but only if you're doing them in the correct way, like from the right direction. Nice. Like if I do it like this. Nice. Cool. There's nothing specific going on here. Don't get distracted. Yeah. Yeah, you can just... Take that. Yeah, straight into Ouroboros. Nice. Haha! Hit everyone. Oh, you're gone. It's a lot faster this way, isn't it? I like it. Oh, he's gone. Yeah. The last guys are up here? Are they up here? No, they're at the entrance. No, they're not up there. Okay. In Kanata. Let's go. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And they're gone. Whoop. They're prepared. After taking that beating? Oof, you guys are strong. I can't believe it. I mean, we had the numbers. We had the home turf advantage. To be fair, we did give them the having Fiona advantage. But still, I thought we'd be able to hold out a little longer than that. Although, hey, hang on. Using the Ouroboros power, that's basically like cheating, right? I mean, there's two of them turning it into one big thing, and they're strong, and it changes shape. Yeah, but so does Mobius. Looks pretty cool, though. How does that make it better? doesn't, I'm just saying. This stings, I won't lie. Even you think so, eh, Kanata? I thought you'd be more stoic about it. Yeah, I'm surprised myself. Never felt this way before. Well, still, I've learned a lot today. Me too, Kana, me too. I know it stings, but the outcome of the exercise is less important than what we've learned from it. So let's talk it out, all of us. Good plan. Alright, so here's what I thought. Wow, are we weak or what? Yep, ditto. Did we just learn what we're really worth? Keep in mind that Ouroboros and Mobius are really pretty unique. Yeah, if we're gonna fight them, we probably shouldn't just pile in head on. Yeah. So basically it looks like once they get inside the colony, we're dead. So we should try to keep them out? We could make the gates stronger. Even if they break through, they'll have bought us time to do something. Something like... what kind of something? Hit them with a huge blast while they're standing in place or something. Whoa, cool! You know, you scare me sometimes. But it's not a bad plan at all. We could use the time we buy to make our escape. Okay, so first item, reinforced gate. We'll make it mega tough. Then we better make it mega quick. Nico, materials please. Oh, if Nico, I must Nico again. We'll tap into the good stuff. If we're preparing for the worst, then I'd like to have an escape route secured. Like a ship? A ship? Whoa, bonkers cool. I know, right? Wonder if the armors will fit as well. Well, we can think about the actual means later. For now, let's get all plans out in the open. Even stuff we never did before, or stuff you never even thought of trying. Let's hear everything and anything. We'll need all the help we can get, so let's review our options one more time. I agree with Fiona. Same here. Oh, Sparks, now it's getting exciting. Hey, Fifi. We haven't done the thing in a while, but I think now's the perfect time. Huh? Here? Now? No time like the present. Doing the thing will definitely put us in the right headspace. Come on, Fiona, let's do it. Alright, let's do it. Trust your crew. Trust yourself. Trust in victory. All hearts as one. We'll make it together. A new path for a new colony Mew. They've grown so strong. It's more impressive that they're not just focusing on winning or losing, but coming to grips with the future. Kind of proud of them, don't lie. Hey, come on, join in the discussion. We have questions about your Ouroboros powers and the like. Alright, whatever we can do to help. It's not just about helping. We're all friends here, right? We should work this out as a team. We have to plan together if we're gonna make it together. Haha, should have seen it coming. Okay, let's go then. Cool. Hey, I just wanted to say, I'm really glad that we met. Huh? That's kinda sudden. No, it's not. I've always thought so. And I promise to keep doing my best. That was amazing. That was really, really cool. I don't think there's going to be any more missions after this. Fiona's the one who thought up our special circular salute, you know? It was sort of like a promise that we'd get back to the colony. Since we don't have to fight anymore, we haven't really needed it as much, though. Everyone's emotions have been all over the place, wondering if we could ever return to how things were. When we made the circle together again, it reminded me that all we can do is start over. It felt like a new promise to make this colony a better place. Yeah, for sure. Heh, we only went and found a ship already. Seriously? That was fast. Someone left behind some rocks by the shore. It probably got wrecked in a battle and abandoned there by some colony. We don't have many mechanics left these days, so it's anyone's guess how we're gonna fix it, but it's too soon to give up now. We've got Kana and some other people got good with machines. We'll figure something out. Yeah, we can give you some contacts. That was the first time I've ever fought for the colony. My heart's still racing. Sorry if you overdid it, Hilda Marie. Are you hurt anywhere? No, I'm fine. Everyone's fine. I just stopped looking so down, and even Kana was a lot more chatty with us than she usually is. It's sad that we lost, but I'm so happy that I got to see everyone smiling and laughing like that again. Cool. It's good to know you had an effect. Nico called my idea cool, but she's pretty formidable herself. It's all thanks to her that we could get the huge amount of materials we needed to actually start fixing the gate. It wasn't an amount you could get quickly either. She must have been stockpiling it little by little for a good while. But I'm the one everyone's always calling a schemer. It's a bit hard to swallow.
関係が変わったみたいだ。